why knowing what to do does you absolutely no good. It does you no good. When you say, I want to make money, and I tell you how to make money, if you say, I want to be a better person, or I want to be smarter, and I tell you what to do, this is actually doing you a disservice. You do not want to just rely on other people to tell you what to do. What I want you to do is to learn about how things work and then come up with a solution yourself. This is how I think how everyone can be a lot more successful, a lot more grounded, and a lot better at critical thinking if you just understand how things work instead of what to do. How things work versus what to do. I'm going to give you an example. This is a story that just happened to me. I wanted some better lighting that was not in my eye and did not cast a shadow. So you see there's no shadow behind me. So I thought, I'll get a ring light. All right. Because the overhead light in here it casts a shadow. I don't really like the way it looks. Okay. Well, for some reason, my lamp just doesn't really look that good. So I'm like, okay, I'll get a ring light. And then I looked up how a ring light works, and I understood, instead of, hey, I need a ring light, I understood, how does a ring light work? And when I understood how a ring light works, I was actually able to replicate it here in this room without having one. So how a ring light works is it actually disperses the light evenly to provide a clear light source without any shadows and without kind of like blinding your eyes, because it disperses the light evenly. Okay? My desk lamp that I have behind here, behind the camera right now, is if I shine it on me, it's directly right into my eyes. I can't see anything. There's shadows. It looks horrible. And while the lighting in my room isn't perfect right now, it's good enough for me. What I did was I understood, if it's about dispersing the light, instead of facing it at me, I actually pointed it at the window and the wall behind me, and the light is actually bouncing off the wall and reflecting back on me. All right? I want to teach you guys how to think, how to understand what is really going on behind the scenes. I want you to think about that. That's what I want to encourage you to do. If I want to make money, think about this. Oh yeah, I know how to make money. Go to your job, trade time for dollars, and you get money back. Okay? That's the what, how to make money, but do you understand how money works? Hey man, when you are struggling with your thoughts, just pray. Okay, that's the what. Do you understand what you're doing when you're praying? I'll tell you right now, when you're praying, you're shifting your focus. The how is when I have negative thoughts coming in my brain, I can choose to not believe them, okay? Negative thoughts, I gotta pray, God, please help me, okay? What are you doing? You're just shifting your focus from the thoughts to something else. That is how it works. So when I have thoughts, hey, you suck, you can't make good YouTube videos, I just shift my focus to something else. That is the how. The how is I have a mind that is superior to my thoughts, and it can choose to filter and believe what thoughts it believes. And when I get a thought that is not serving me and sending me in the right direction and helping me to be the best version of myself and helping me to help you, then I need to choose to stop believing it. Now, it doesn't mean that's easy, but I understand how it works. Oh, hey, this is just a thought. I'm going to choose to not think it. That is how it works. Not, I am going to be okay. I am going to be okay. I am going to be okay. You know? I want you to learn how to overcome your thoughts. All right. I want you to overcome, because if we can master this mind, we can be successful in any area of life. All right. If you do not understand how things work, maybe you're in like a religious organization and you don't understand like the how and the things, why things work. And if you just believe everything they tell you, if you go to school and you just believe everything they tell you, if you watch Knowledgeable Nick and you believe everything he tells you, that does not do you any good. The point is, I want you to learn how to think for yourself. You are the only one that is control of this human being right here. You are the only one responsible for that. So you know what's best for this human being. Not somebody else. Only this human being that you're living in right now has had the experiences that you have. So you got to trust that you know what you're doing. A lot of it is coming from low self-esteem. Oh, I'll just do what everyone else tells me to do because I'm not worth. I could never think for myself. Yes, you can think for yourself. You were born with the ability, you were created with the ability to think for yourself. And that's what I want to encourage you. You can think for yourself. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You can do what you want to do. But I want you to understand how life works. I can't tell you, hey, how this and that works, but I can say, hey, you know what? Everyone's telling me that I should go to college, but I don't really want to, or maybe I do want to. Why don't I understand how college works and the results that I get from going to college, and then filter college through what I believe and what I want, okay? Maybe I'm going to a church or something, and they're all saying, like, do this and that, do this and that. Stop sinning, all right? Well, maybe I have a desire where I want to sin, and I really want to do it, and the reason I'm doing it is because I don't know that it's maybe a bad thing, and it hurts me and other people. Because I don't understand how that thing works. So if I want to master my brain, I need to understand how it works. If I want to be a successful doctor, I need to understand how the medical industry works. It helps me to be more rounded as a person. It helps me to be more successful as a person when I just have the mindset of, I don't want to know what, I want to know how, and then I filter what's. I filter the what's based on, does this align with how it works? Okay? So let's just say you run into a business scenario and you understand how money works, and then they pitch you this business and you are like, yeah, and they say, this business makes money, this business makes money, this business makes money. Okay? Now I take this business and I run it through the filter of how is money made, and then I come up with a result. Actually, this business doesn't make money because it's not congruent with how money is made. Okay? So just think outside of the box, guys. That's what I want to encourage you to do. Think about how things work. Have a wonderful day.